Well, good day, Hanoverdale Church family. Pastor Pete here. This is your end of the week pastor's update. Just one important thing I'd like to talk about today with you is happening this weekend. On Saturday, the 15th, that's this coming Saturday, we are having a new candidate coming forward to be brought before the congregation for a vote for our associate pastor's position. Now, this position is going to be different than what we have had before. We're going to be looking at uh, hiring somebody who can work with families, not just the children, not just the teenagers, the students, but also with parents and grandparents. It's so important today to realize that the real heroes are the parents and the grandparents if you want to see your children thriving for the Lord. And so we're bringing a candidate before the church this coming weekend at 5 o'clock on Saturday. He's going to be meeting with our teenagers, with our students, and for supper. And then at 6:30, we're going to invite everybody that would like to come and meet him to come to our gymnasium, our MMC, our Multi-Ministry Center, for a dessert meet and greet. That will be at 6:30 on Saturday. Then on Sunday, which is the 16th, after our church service, we will vote on this candidate. Now, he'll be in the service. He's going to be reading scripture. He's going to be praying. He'll give his testimony. We'll get a chance to hear how he is up front in front of a congregation. Now, I've heard him preach. He's a good preacher. He works really well with teenagers, especially those on the fringes. And so we invite you to come and participate in this if you'd like to. If you're a member of the church, I really encourage you to come out because members are the ones who can vote for staff members. So this man's name is Daniel Jones. He has a wife whose name is Faith. He has a little toddler daughter whose name is Charlotte. And he's coming up from Maryland. He graduated from Lancaster Bible College. He's in the process of getting his Master's of Divinity. And so I really like this guy, and I hope that you will as well. That, again, is this weekend. We'll be voting on a candidate to become pastor of family ministries. Now, this weekend as well, at church, we're preaching through the book of Hebrews right now. And this week we're going to be in Hebrews chapter 7, which is talking about an interesting character, one that many people don't know much about. But it's mentioned several times throughout Scripture. His name is Melchizedek. Melchizedek was a king, but also a priest, which is a real anomaly. Either you were a king in the Old Testament or you were a priest, but it was never supposed to be combined, except in this situation. Abraham went out to war. When he came back, he met Melchizedek, who offered him bread and wine, which is a priestly sort of activity, right? It's the ministers who administer the bread and the cup of communion. And but when he did this, Abraham offered to him 10% of all the spoils of the war that he was just coming back from. Now, who do we give 10% to? That's right, we give it to God. So that gives you some indication about who Melchizedek was. This week we're going to learn about a word that maybe you are unfamiliar with. It's the word theophany. Theophany. So I invite you to come out and participate with us. You can see us online if you can't make it to church. Just click onto the website of our church on Sunday morning. You'll be able to watch our service online. But really, if you can make it at all this weekend, come on out to our church service for many reasons. To meet Daniel and his family, but also to hear what a theophany is and to learn more about this kingly priest, Melchizedek. Hey, if you have prayer requests, please send them in. We love to pray for people. We've got a long prayer list, and a lot of people are praying through that prayer list every single week. I'd love to add your name to that. Until then, God's blessing. Have a great rest of your week.